Good morning, students. I welcome you all for today's computer science class. Hope you all are fine and safe by the grace of God. This year, we are going to learn about statements in small basic, formulas and functions in MS Excel, creating charts in MS Excel, introduction to HTML, malware and virus, working with objects in Flash, animations in Flash, and number system. Okay, Microsoft Small Basic is an interesting programming language. The first lesson is Statements in Small Basic. In this lesson, we are going to study about assignment statements, conditional statements, looping statements, and graphics window. Now, let's learn about Introduction to Microsoft Small Basic. What is Small Basic? Microsoft Small Basic is a version of programming language suitable for kids and beginners. Developed by Microsoft Corporation. It is an easy programming interface designed to teach the basics of programming to beginners. Microsoft softwares. Do you know what are the Microsoft softwares? MS Office software, MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, MS Access, MS Outlook, etc. Small Basic. The basic stands for beginners, all-purpose, symbolic instruction code. It is not a case-sensitive language, which means the commands, whether written in uppercase or lowercase letters, make no difference. We can use uppercase as well as lowercase letters. How will you start Small Basic window? To start Microsoft Small Basic window, click on All Programs, Small Basic or Microsoft Small Basic. The Small Basic window will appear on the screen. Now, let us see the components of the Small Basic window. Now, this is a screen. Can you see this is a title bar. The title, what it is written, Small Basic. The title bar displays the information regarding the program you are currently working on. Usually, which software you are using, that title will appear on the title bar. The right side you can see the minimize, maximize and close button. Below to the title bar, some tools are given. This is known as toolbar. The toolbar contains tools such as new, open, save and save as for programming. Next, this white color area. This area is called editor window. Editor. The editor is a blank area where we type our Small Basic program. When we open the saved program, they also show up on this screen. Okay. The right side you can see the help area. The help area provides tips and hints about the commands and the program code. Okay, these are the parts of the Small Basic window. Title bar, toolbar, editor and help area. Now, let's learn about creating a new program. To create a new program, open Small Basic. Click on New button that is present in the file group on the toolbar. A blank white color area known as editor window or text window you can say. Now to open a saved program. Already we have saved one program. If you want to open, click on the open button present in the file group. The open dialog box will appear on the screen. You can select the file. Then click on open. Next, how to save the file. To update and save changes in a file that is already saved, click on Save button. Automatically the file will be saved. But if you want to save a new file, to save a file, first click on Save As button. In the toolbar we can see Save As button. When you click on the Save As button, the Save As dialog box appears. Here you can type the file name, then click on Save. The file will be saved with the extension file .sb. For example, if you have given your name Akshaya, akshaya.sb will be created on your computer. Whether you have selected the location, drive or folder, there the file will be saved. Okay. Next, execution of the program. Execution of the program means to run the program, to see its output. Suppose you have typed one program, you want to know what is the output. So, how to execute? To execute the program, in the toolbar you can see the button, one triangle button, that is known as Run button. While running the program, you can click on this Run button. Otherwise, you can press F5 key through the keyboard. Now, let's learn how to write a small basic program. In the editor window, we can type the command text window.writeLine, open the parenthesis, within double quote, you type your name. My name is Akshaya. You can type your name, then close the double quote and close the parenthesis. Do you know what is parenthesis? That is a bracket. Okay, open the bracket and type the text, close the bracket. Next, the difference between right and WriteLine. Remember, when you type the text, if you press enter key, automatically the text will come to the next line. In the same way, here if you want to print any output, you must give WriteLine. WriteLine means text window.WriteLine. It will take you to the next line. Text window.write means it will print in the same line. Next one is input statement. The syntax for input statement is variable name equal to text window.read, empty parenthesis. Syntax for WriteLine statement is text window.WriteLine, within parenthesis, within double quote, you can type the commands. Whereas the input statement, variable name equal to text window.read. Okay, for that we must know what is variable. The variables are used to store some information in the computer's memory while working. To store such information, a program needs a variable. A variable is a place in the memory of computer where the data is stored temporarily. They are called variables because the variables can be changed during the program execution. Now the rules for naming a variable. A variable can only use numbers, letters and underscore. Okay, the variable name must start with letters and you can use the underscore as well as numbers. You should not start with the number. Remember, the variable must start with the alphabets and followed by numbers and underscore. The variable name cannot be same as reserved words like if, end, text, WriteLine, write, etc. Okay, these names cannot be used as a variable name. Is it clear? Now listen, in the output statement only whatever we are giving, it will print. In the input statement, you can print any name. Name equal to text window.read. You can print one time your name, another time you can type your friend's name.
So that is a read and print statement. Okay, age also you can print your age, or next time when you run the program you can enter another name. Now let's learn the first lesson, statements in small basic. In this lesson we are going to study assignment statements, conditional statements, looping statements and graphics window. The first one is assignment statements. The assignment statement use the assignment operator, which consists of taking the value on the right side of the assignment operator. The assignment operator is equal to, and storing the value in the element on the left side. The assignment statements assign the value to a variable. For example, employee name equal to, within double quote you must give the name of the employee. Next, another example, employee ID equal to 12. Employee phone number equal to 45674578. Any numbers you can give. So this employee name, employee ID, employee phone number, these are all called variables. Okay. Equal to, that is known as assignment operator. Then Suresh 12 mobile number, these and all known as value. Can you understand? Next one is conditional statements. These conditional statements are based on the decision making. For example, if you go to the market, there is a fuel in your car, you can buy something or you can go somewhere. Another one example, if you study well, you can score more marks. So it is based on the condition. There are three types of conditional statements. One is if then statement, if then else statement. Another one is if then else if statement. First one is if then statement, if then else statement, if then else if statement. Okay, the first one is if condition, then statements to be executed, last end if. We can see one example, if condition, age greater than or equal to 18, then eligible to vote, end if. If the condition is true, the statements to be executed. Age is greater than or equal to 18. If the age is greater than or equal to 18 means you are eligible to vote. No other else part. Suppose your age is below 18, 15 or 14. You are not eligible to vote. But here no other else part. You will get only if the age is greater than 18, you will get the message. The program will be executed. If the condition is true, the statements to be executed. If the condition is false, it will not execute the statement. Okay. This is known as if then statement. In the if then else statement, if the condition, then statement to be executed, else statement to be executed, end if. Same example, if the age is greater than 18, you are eligible to vote. That is a first statement. Else, you are not eligible to vote. That is a second statement. If the condition is true, the first statement will be executed. If the condition is false, the second statements will be executed. This is known as if then else statement. Can you understand? Listen, I have explained two statements. One is if then, another one is if then else statement. In the if then else statement, if the condition is true, the first statement will be executed. Above 18 means you are eligible to vote. Then below 18 also, it will check the condition, then else part will be executed. The else part, you are not eligible to vote. Okay.
I hope you have understood these topics clearly. Next class we can learn about if then else if statement. Okay. Students, this small basic is a free version. You can download easily. In the Google, you can download Microsoft Small Basic and you can try to do it. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can clarify with me. Thank you, students.